Hi, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today we're going to do the final gameplay of Blast Off. So let's turn it on and get it going. First let's go over to Playfield. It's a pretty, actually for being an older EM, this one's actually pretty cool. Get your countdown, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your center target right there. That will activate the rocket and this like exhaust plane right here, and then I'll start doing a little dance. It also will open this gate on the side. You can advance the rocket by rolling over to inserts or hitting one of these four, actually five stand-up targets, or if this is lit to advance, when lit is lit, it will also advance that. Pop bumpers, yellow activate each other, red activate each other. None of them are single, so they will alternate between each other. Otherwise, that's really it. And then there is a roll over here which changes this advanced light. But otherwise, that's about it. And then you got a bagatelle right there. That's about it. So let's get her going. And this, your countdown will never reset. It's just a simple step up stepper. There's no step down or anything to it like that. And if you're wondering why this says BO, it's a sticker I put on all the machines. There's one here and there's one here. It just lets me know the glass and the lockdown bar go with Blast Off. I'm probably gonna have to just tell you the scores, and when I get the bagatelle I'll just tilt it up. But right now let's go with, this is on 5 balls. There, you can see how that changed. This game is also high tapped, so it's pretty active compared to how it was before. It was high tapped originally. Originally was high tapped. I took it off high tap. And then when I put it back together and played it, I'm like, I have to put this back on high tap. Because everything was just so dead. The pop bumpers, because both of these fire at the same time, or both of these fire at the same time. So that's like robbing so much power from them. I just had to put on high tap. If I get in this lane here, since it's lit, I'll get 300. I'm on ball 3 and I only got 864 points. There we go. Now we got the top lit up, and I also got my bagatelle ready to launch. That will launch when you drain. There we go. Now you'll see the little light show if I don't drain. There. See how they both rotated? Now we get the bagatelle. It's a simple game, but it's a great game how it plays. Oh yeah, when you also do get that rocket after you get the countdown lit, you also get 300 points too. There's a light that lights right up in there. Can you see it? There. Now you can see it right there. That light will light up, and then it will open up the gate that's right here. As you can see, the gate's closed right now. But that will open up the gate. We're on ball number 1. And since this lane's not lit, I only get 100 points. Now you notice the blast off are not rotating anymore. They only rotate when you get the countdown initiated. Let me see if I can turn the light off. Make this game a little more interesting. Now they reset back to 10 points. 10 points for these 2 stand-up targets, or the drain is 50 points. Notice we're at 1 right now. Like I said, this doesn't reset, so if I would just constantly drain right now, whoever started the next game would be already. I wish they would have integrated that circuit into this. So now I got launch rocket lit here. So whenever I drain, and that knock you got was, I got 1 extra ball. See if I can get that blast off center lit. Well, I have it lit, I just got to hit it. And these rollovers don't do anything unless they're lit. You won't get anything off of them unless they're lit. There we go. Now we got our little light show going on. And I got special too, that will alternate from lane to lane. Special just gives you a free ball. There, now you can see these are at 100 now. Right there, 100 and 100. These are at 300 and 300. These will never fully reset until you start a new game. So now it makes these targets actually worth more points now for hitting them. And somebody actually had written up there, they had 25,211 points. I really find that hard to believe on this game. The way it was working, it wasn't fully working unless they had a lot of stuck balls. But right over here, where this outlane was, somebody had put a nail on it so it wouldn't drain. So that can give you 25,000 points. I think it was more like 2,500 points. One more ball. Notice how they're not dancing? Because I didn't get the countdown yet. Once I get the countdown and hit it, those will come back to life. Oh, and I got a free ball because I got 3,000 points. If you get 3,000 points or 6,000 points, you get a free ball. So I'm at 3,047 right now. And what's good about this game too, the higher you get up in points once you start getting your what do you call it, your countdown done, it makes the lanes and stuff worth more. See, these are now worth, the drain was worth 300 points. And these targets were worth 100 instead of originally being 10. So now when I restart a game, see how they reset? That's the only time they reset fully, is at the start of a new game, which is cool. Unlike the countdown, we're at 2 right now. I just hit those couple and I'm already at blast off. I just got to get the, well, at least I got the bag of towel. But yeah, I already got the light lit up, so I just got to hit that target, and then I'll get all the little dancing on the playfield with the lights, and everything will be worth more. Almost just grazed it. So I mean, this game, if it wasn't high tapped, it would be just so dead. There, now I got that. Did I? Yeah, I did. But since I didn't get the full countdown, they're not going to do their dance. You have to get the countdown to get the dance done. Because I don't have the launch rocket one lit, so that will not activate them to dance or move. And that's not going to help draining. Come on. Nope. One ball left. I'm at 1738. I don't know how this thing can remember certain things, but it can't remember other things, you know. There we go. Now we should have... Oh, we gotta hit the center. There we go. Now we got our dance going. That was it. You have to get the countdown and the, what do you call it? Oh, if I get in there, I got a free ball. And I got the bag of towel going. Okay, I need 400 points to win another free ball. At 2,700 points right now. There we go, we got a free ball. I'm at 30-31. Can we get it again? Nope. 40-47. So let's take the glass off on this game. And we'll go through the switches. If I remember them correctly again. Alright. She'll be noisy now. Alright. Let's get at it better. Okay. We have to get to 2, 1. Now we got the opens gate. If I hit that, and we have launch rocket when lit. So if I get this, there we go. Now we got our first set where they'll do their thing. Now, if I go on special here, I'm going to get a free ball, and since the gate's open, now you notice the lights are resting at 50 now. Since we kind of like drained the ball, because the ball is like out of play right now, it did its next reset with there's actually 3 coils that control these lights, and 1 coil is locked on now. So now instead of these being 10 points, they are now 50 points, and the drains are 100. So now we gotta go 9, 8, 7, 6, or we can, let's get that again. We got this back now. Now these are 300, 100, 300 special. This game has a smell to it. See how they're rotating now? This game had a lot of mice living in it at one time. See, we don't have the 300 one lit, but we could probably there. Now we got the 300 one lit. Let's just drain, and we'll watch our bagatelle. No matter how many times you get the launch rocket when lit, you only get one. It can't remember how many times you did your countdown. It just knows you did it once, and you're just getting one action out of it. But back to how the playfield works. Now we'll get the ball back into play again. This right here, as you can see, it changes these lanes. We're at 300, or this side's 10. Flip it again, 300, 10. Also, when you do this, it changes this and these. So these are 1 point, now they're 10 as they rotate. It's kind of cool. Keep hitting that one and it will be 10, or if you hit another one, it also rotates. And then this also will change too, and it will bring your count up. But yeah, it's a simple game, but it is a great game. I fell really in love with this game. You have stand-ups here, which are kind of cool. You got 2 right next to each other. You don't have any here, but you got your slingshots. I wish there were some here. Those can be added, you know, but that is going to defeat the way Williams did it. But otherwise, yeah, this game, I really like it. It's a fun game. Let's leave it on like that, and we'll open her up. And it is very clean inside now. It is very clean. I just got some junk left in here. We got a total of 5 coils replaced. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, over here would be 5. There's 6 coils. I forgot. 1 in the back box for one of the chimes has been replaced. Otherwise, this game has all of its original coils, everything. It's got new flipper switches. It does have a new power switch right here, which Blast-Offs did not have. How I did that was, you have the kickoff switch here that, you know, you just kick the machine and it turns the game off like that. I just magically kicked it, turns it off, and then your left flipper here turns it back on. What I did was I permanently spread the leaves apart on a kickoff so they can't close anymore, because when you'd kick it, it would just knock the contact loose, and it would do this. It would take the power away from the lock relay. So now, if you hit it, it won't stay turned on. It will just flash its lights because I am interrupting the power supply through the kickoff switch. Because initially now that kickoff switch is not connected, it's disconnected because it's running through a switch. Now if we throw the switch on and then hit the flipper, it comes back to life. Like I said, for the countdown, it's just a one-way stepper. There's no two-way about it at all. It would be nice if it would reset every time. I'm sure they could engineer it into doing that, which would have been awesome. At the beginning of every game, it would reset to 10. I can see during the game, just leave it where it's at. But at the beginning of the game, it would be really cool to have it set to 10. But it kind of also gives it a replay, because if somebody left it right at 2, or 1, or 2, or 3, when you would start a new game, you could instantly get right to that blast off, which is pretty cool. 2 of these coils here, those are the 1 and 2 coils, which alternate the lights back and forth. I think I can get a little show. No, I'm not going to try it. Last time I did that, I zapped myself. But those 2, which should be number 1 and number 2, those are what do it. And then this relay here that I said that burned out, that gives power to them. So that's why I didn't have them working before, but now they're working now. So overall, this game, it was in pretty good condition, except it was full of mouse everything. Mouse nest, everything. As you can see in the videos of me doing this motor board, I had a allergic reaction to it, and it was not fun. So that's why any of these games that are highly infected with mouse or any type of droppings in it, I am automatically charging more for them, because it kills me every time. Every single time I work on one of these, it just tears me apart. There. But yeah, it's a really nice game. Turned out really beautiful. I show you in the back of the head, but there's nothing really to see there. It's just as clean as the rest of the game. Plus, you've seen me work on it. But this is what I really wanted to show off, how nice this turned out. And these are all Comet retro bullets. The retro SMD bullets. I'll try to put a link down in the description. Underneath the playfield are non-ghosting warm white frosted Comet bulbs. These are also warm white frosted. They give the glow like the original EMs did. As you can see with the lights off, it's got that nice warm glow as the EM. In the head, I use colored bulbs. In here, the Game Over, and inside this area here, because the glass was so flaked, I felt the orange glow would have been much better than light shining through, blinding you as you're playing. Game Over originally was tinted green, so since it's got flaking in there, I put green back in. The numbers on top I may replace with blue LEDs, just because, well, it's the blue sky, so I'm thinking about putting blue LEDs in there. I'm probably gonna. But otherwise, everything else is all Comet bullet, retro bullets. Except for underneath the playfield, which are just non-ghosting. The reason why I did non-ghosting is because almost everything underneath this playfield is controlled lights. And if you put a regular bulb in EM that has controlled lights, these will constantly flicker every time the score motor does something. To eliminate that, you go with non-ghosting bulbs. You won't get any flicker, and it will behave just like a incandescent bulb. So that's why underneath the playfield I use all non-ghosting bulbs now. They're a little bit more money, but in the end it's fully worth it. It's just so much better looking game. But anyways, there'll be some cool stuff along the bottom here. I thank you all for watching to the end and enjoying this video series. Look forward to the next one, which should be Funhouse coming up. And yeah, thank you all for being subscribers. If not, please subscribe. Take care, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, and later.